there's nothing against it, I think.
Well, I mean, let's see. I sometimes with, you know, some decks you just produce a lot, and one of the difficulties of trap decks, even if you don't have that many negations, if you need to answer threats one at a time, Jack's gone for it.
Actually, not that popular, I would say, in the main deck for the Labyrinth deck, right? So, interesting choice, but makes sense. Good medical, we said it.
Yeah.
Unchained and Tier are very popular.
Kashtira is basically gone from the format, so main decking Shifter is a lot better.
But actually, it was Alexandre who was going first, so interesting one.
Yeah, right, he won the dice roll.
Yeah, so he's just playing around the talent, I guess, which is fair enough. It's one of those cards that has been played by a lot of different decks, and
Gamma is not that threatening anymore, right?
no, I mean, I would assume so. If you get hit by the one copy, I guess, yeah.
Gamma and Driver
take
are still very frequently played in Dragon decks, because now you have the Black Meteorite Dragon that has to send a normal monster from the deck to the graveyard during your normal combo. So you can just play Driver, and maybe if you have Gamma you can resolve it, but the Driver is not a brick. It's part of the combo.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Jack probably taking a second.
These are all OG dinosaur cards, so yeah, I mean, we should be pretty familiar with those, and he's going okay for the Oviraptor.
I love what he's doing. He's almost playing everything in just rare, which is my favorite rarity.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It's very subtle, but elegant.
Just like you.
Thank you.
Okay, but okay, we do.
Immediate impermanence.
Are we going to do the classic imperm faker?
Do we see a lady? No, okay. That would have been way too much, but really great start here.
Yeah, Shifter Impermanence is really good as a trap deck. Then you can just stop your opponent. It's like Jack is starting the game now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jack's not going to do, you know, the same as other decks might if you get a free turn, right? You're just going to set 3.
Yeah.
You don't really make good use of the battle phase on the first turn.
And especially the Shifter is now gone, essentially. So you don't get to, you know, really utilize its power right now, and you need to do something at this point, yeah.
Now Alexandre going to be rewarded for some patience. Oh, and even more patience.
Only attacking with this Oviraptor. Interesting. He might not have much going on at the moment.
I mean, Jack is on the clock now.
Okay, fair enough.
He's only got 41 minutes and a couple of turns.
He's on a coup clock now, if you will.
Okay. But now we see one of the core cards of the deck able to search for the Evolution Pill and another Impermanence.
I'm very intrigued why we'd start doing this main phase too. We're playing around Torrential Tribute or something?
Yes, and this is actually a card I wanted to talk to you guys about. In trap decks, most of the time people say, hey, if your opponent has an established field, then you might not be able to win. Torrential Tribute and Solemn Strike is the solution to everything.
What if your opponent just attacks?
Then Mirror Force plus Solemn Strike.
You've got it, you've got it, you've got it, okay.
Exactly. So why did people cut those cards? I mean, Mirror Force, yes.
Okay.
What if they had a Baron de Fleur in play before they just pop something, you know?
You're just Torrential before they Baron de Fleur.
Oh, I see, okay.
I think Torrential might be one of my favorite trap cards. So I'm on your train, yeah? I see
Very
it.
good.
I see
Choo-choo.
it. Let's go. But yeah, he now has access to this big welcome, and with no Ash Blossom on the other side, he gets to set up this lady.
Was this during the end phase? Yeah, it must have been. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Jack was just changing his mind. No, this was the end phase.
Yeah, it was.
We've seen a lot of this very slow-paced action in some of our feature matches with things like Gozen match, Skill Drain, and just general Labyrinth shenanigans.
Oof. And a second big welcome, wow.
Do we have any candidates for what that set card could be from Alexandre?
Yeah, of course. After a big thinking, it could be Impermanence.
Oh yeah, that's almost all it can be, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Which actually would be pretty nice here if he goes for the Lovely, so... Let's see.
Oh,
we are setting up an Impermanence to negate the other probably Impermanence of Alexandre.
And yeah, let's see if there is the Impermanence there. I think you're pretty much forced to use it. Because in Memphis Shoe they will also set one. Yeah, so good call.
Hey.
Well, this is a lot of damage.
Attacking over the Croc. The
Probably
luxurious
easier.
croc.
Easier to
That's what I
call
call
him
it.
that than the anime-adorned Archosaur. It's got a great effect, though.
Oh, that is absolutely true. So we got the iconic Labyrinth duo on the field right now.
And now, I think, actually, what do you guys think of that Infinite Impermanent Search? I don't think I was a fan of that.
I was kind of confused. I feel
Right.
like you could search for something a little more impactful.
Yeah, because like, you know you're gonna activate the Lovely, so either they activate the face down, or I feel like you're gonna destroy that regardless, you know? And then you get something that you can actually use in the draw phase.
Jack is actually not running too many normal trap cards. Oh, he is.
Okay.
Scratch
Okay.
that. He's running Ice Dragon's Prison, one copy of it, one Terrors of the Overworld.
Okay.
There was a lot he could have searched.
Now we set one card. Pass.
This is some real old school Yu-Gi-Oh here.
Never mind. Okay.
Pankratops is insane against trap decks, but in this situation, I don't think it does too much because the 2,600 attack.
Oh, okay.
Dogoran.
What is going to happen to this set monster? I'm really confused. I just...
Okay. Oh, but that one cannot
You
be
can't do that,
targeted
yeah.
or destroyed, so yeah.
There's two reasons that doesn't work.
Yeah. That face down. Your Tom is a bluff. Which
bluff.
will reveal to be like a fossil dino or
I was
something.
kind of, I was
Oh,
hoping
yes.
that like Pank would be tributed. Can you destroy your own cards with Pank? I don't know. I've never tried it, but maybe it could be a baby
No,
Saurus.
it's only on your opponent
Yeah.
cards. Yeah.
Okay. When we saw a tribute set in an earlier feature match to play around Gozen match, which I did really enjoy, but
Okay.
Oh, the set
It-
card is
it's-
identified as a major threat. Absolutely.
As you should.
you should always respect your opponent's set monsters.
What if it's a Morphing Jaw?
What if it's an illusion monster?
Oh yeah, that is a that's big trouble for Vincenzo Orovino in that case.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a little threatening if you ask me. And that Pankratops can only destroy the Dogoran. And yeah, he has seen enough.
Oh.
So this game one goes convincing. And from the end of Jack, I could see a monster, but not quite what that was.
keeping his cards close to his chest?
Yeah.
In a very literal way to stop us from seeing what it is.
Alexander seems to be thinking a bit about his opening play. Maybe a bluff, maybe... Ooh, wow!
Deck
Whoa.
Lockdown
Deck
is
Lockdown.
really tough. I haven't seen that
It
card
has-
since Light of Destruction.
It has been a while. I think back in Necros, maybe, like in 2015, we saw some of that in play, but wow, it's actually really strong against Labyrinth.
It's really strong against Unchained. I'm worried if this is the start of his turn, what's
Because
going to
this
happen afterwards.
chains cards, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, it chains them back after they've been unchained. I like it, I like it. And then it gets destroyed by escape. But
Yeah, but as you mentioned,
if this is your
if you
first
open
card,
with this-
must mean you're not going to do much afterwards. Because,
Oh, that is a really good point.
I mean, I also don't know
you know what you can do?
you-
You can set a monster.
You can set a monster. Or a spell or trap.
Okay. And he does.
Oh.
Okay. He knows. He knows. And now let's see Jack.
I mean, Jack has to have a monster in hand that answers this, because otherwise this is a problem. This is a monster that is possibly level 4,
What if-
and 2 of those make Lagia or Dolka.
What if he enters his battle phase? That would be painful if you're Alexandre.
I mean, he might just pass to main phase 2.
Fair enough.
Oh, there's also one card set by Jack, but the engine is shut off because of the deck lockdown.
Yeah, at the same time, if your opponent is not doing much, they're also
Yep.
shut down. So you could just wait the 2 turns, I guess, in the worst case scenario. It will be destroyed next turn when it's back to Alexandre. So
That is true. We are putting the dice underneath the deck lockdown to show that is one turn that has passed. Let's see.
I mean, by how things are going, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Jinzo, but
I
okay.
was thinking that for sure.
Like,
I was thinking of Jinzo as well, set for, tribute your Sangan for
Okay.
Jinzo, let's go.
but now we see a very popular engine in the dinosaur deck, which is Scrap.
Yeah, that is a Scrap Raptor, but his friends call him Scraptor.
Okay.
Who are his friends?
The other scrap cards.
And Ed.
Okay, so let's see if the monster that can be flipped up is a Scrap Chimera, one of the friends actually. So now I think that the Scrap Chimera is not a dinosaur, so you can't actually go for Lagia or Dolka. You have to go for other plays, but I think that's just
I mean,
as
you can
good.
make the Scrap Link.
You make Scrap Dragon. You can make a lot of different things, you know?
Or you can attack. That's allowed.
The problem with the Scrap Link is that you
Does it
can't
search?
summon something from the deck.
That is true.
Yeah. Or
Can you-
add.
does it send things from the deck to the grave? I can't remember what Scrap Wyvern does.
Oh, it's special summon. Oh, you can special summon one Scrap monster in your graveyard and then target one card you control and destroy it.
Get rid of the.
Yeah,
your
then
own
it
deck
summons something
lockdown.
from deck.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, you can pop the deck lockdown if you want to. Okay. We are going probably for Gallant Granite or Gagaga Cowboy, which is also an option.
Okay,
Or
interesting.
Dugaris, of course.
Is he playing Zeus? Because then I would feel like that might have been an option also to just...
You know, you would think so after seeing
Yeah.
5 different cards in the extra decks that are exceeds, but no, there's actually
Does
no Zeus
not.
here.
Okay.
Why is it in attack mode?
Why not?
Didn't he use his battle phase already?
Yeah.
It might be angry.
I
But
might
this-
not know the stats that well. Oh, it's got more. No, it's the same attack and defense.
And there is Skill Drain to answer them.
So now
Oh, and
Jack
that's a pass.
has one more turn because when standby is back to Alexandre, the deck lockdown is gone and he can access his welcome trap cards. So again, maybe not that threatening at the moment.
Alexandre was probably really hyped for the featured match, wanted to show the world what the dinos can do, but Jack is just not having it.
Okay. And now probably not knowing that his opponent doesn't play the Zeus, that could be a reason. He just gives up on the round, but wants to attack over the Dugares. Which could signal that there is no welcome trap, but let's see how this goes. Very aggressive attack with this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if he has big welcome, this is still fine, right?
Oh!
Oh, Droplet
But with the
is
skill
huge.
train, I don't think you
Oh,
can,
you
right?
can actually, because
can?
the attack modification comes first.
Okay.
Yes. Can get Droplet up for the viewers as well.
Would you get... I guess it's a risk, but yeah. If you have the read that there is no welcome, which could be there, you could also get rid of the deck lockdown since you're going to lose it. But yeah, I guess he doesn't want to take the risk right now.
Forbidden Droplet really, really strong right here. Usually it does not work like that because of Skill Drain. Skill Drain prohibits you
Yeah.
from activating cards that negate monsters. But Forbidden Droplet mainly, as we all use it as well,
Of course.
is for halving attack.
Yeah, it's basically a shrink.
Exactly. Actually, why don't you play Shrink? Like, you have to send cards away for this.
Yeah, I mean, it was a price card for a reason.
Fair enough.
We're going to see deck lockdown number 2.
Oh, and there's a Lost World.
World. Okay. That actually is pretty good, potentially.
Yeah.
And there he goes!
Oh! Marcello, fasten your seatbelt because there is Ultimate Conductor Tyranno right here, and Jack is exactly at 3,500 life points.
And Alexandra's going to give him a token just to protect.
I know
a
the
little
feeling,
bit.
Jack. I know the feeling. I'm here with you.
Yeah, he's big and scary, Conductor Tyranno. There's not
Oh, he
much,
is.
not
He is.
much to do about him.
Even under Skill Drain, this is a lot of attack points, and now targeting becomes harder and harder for Jack because he can only target normal monsters on the field right now.
And yeah, now you can just enter battle phase, I guess. Call it a day.
Yeah, we saw this in the previous feature match with the Labyrinth versus Rescue Ace. It was like, here's my skill drain, and the Rescue Ace just says, my monsters are bigger than yours, so like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, calm down.
And Jack does not look too happy, but let's see.
Look at this beautiful, rare Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. I love it.
I'm sure Ed's having a great time.
For sure.
So Dugaris can attack over the token. The token can then be protected by Lost World by destroying a dinosaur monster from deck.
Oof.
And there is the Ruma Karma Cannon, a card that does not target.
And gets rid of the token.
Yep.
Because obviously cannot be put face down.
So it has to be destroyed.
But still, we don't see... Okay. I was about to say we don't see engine, and there it is. So he gets the Stovey. And one of the cards coming from the side deck, actually, don't know whether you would play that in this matchup, but sure.
I mean, I'm not sure he knew exactly what to expect. Seems like a reasonable card, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
guess
can see
so.
why he decided in.
And now you still need to deal with this Tyranno, which has 3200 defense.
Can activate this Prosp now. No deck lockdown anymore.
I mean, Jack had a pretty tough time here with all of those searching cards, but he hung in there. It went well, I think.
And let's take a look. Interesting way of... Okay. Ooh,
That's monsters.
Yeah, mainly monsters. The Ice Dragon Prison is a pretty good card in this matchup. Not in this particular situation, but I guess, yeah.
I was gonna say there is no dinosaur monster in the graveyard of Alexandre, so Ice Dragon's Prison does not do anything right here.
And he gets...
The Lady
Lady.
Labyrinth of the Silver Castle.
Not as big as a Tyranno.
Just like we saw in previous matches, it seems like it will be now on Jack to play around his own skill drain.
But that is a big welcome, and that is absolutely fantastic, because there, as we said earlier, there are no dinosaurs in the graveyard of Alexandre. So if you bounce the Conductor back to hand...
Yeah, and you can also make Chaos Angel, right?
Oh yeah.
So this is a pretty good way of doing it. Without skill drain, it would have been even better. But this is a great card here. 3500 attack, and yeah, you can just attack
But
over
the Lost
turn.
World.
Oh, the Lost World!
Yep.
The Lost World is reducing the attack and defense points of all monsters that are not dinosaurs, and Chaos Angel definitely is not a dinosaur.
Jokes
Yep.
on Chaos Angel.
Lord of the Heavenly Prison is revealed, and now let's see how this game continues, because the Dugaris is still there. And maybe there is a normal summon that could change stuff.
Maybe. This is exactly the rescue ace against Labyrinth. It had the
Yeah.
field spell boosting 500, you know? It's literally flashbacks to that round.
I think, though, it may not be a dinosaur, but it is a fiend. So it does mean that the big welcome Labyrinth can use its effect in the graveyard to
Yep.
bounce
I think
a
it's
card
a
from
fairy,
Alexandre.
right?
It's a fiend, I think.
Let's check.
It is a fiend.
It absolutely is a fiend. I have not said anything
Yeah,
about this.
Tom, unfortunately, it's not a fairy, as you mentioned. But
Well, thank you for
worries.
thank you for correcting me.
you're good.
All right.
We okay,
Oh, and
so
this is
now-
Baby Cesar. This is a good draw.
Yes, and ironically it is, and because this can shut down the big welcome targeting effect. So
Yep.
now
You
Jack
have to just chain it now, right?
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
But maybe Jack doesn't know that. I mean, he didn't know the effect of Lost World to reduce the attack and defense. But
Yeah.
maybe he knows the more relevant effect of Lost World.
Unfortunately, you have to read all the words on the cards.
All the words.
And yeah, he
he
does.
did.
Yeah.
He did.
Ah, he did.
does.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But is there a way for Alexandre to get 2 dinosaurs into the graveyard right now again? Before the battle phase. After the battle phase, for sure, he just has to use the Dugaris, attack over the token, protect the token, pop a baby from the deck, and then go into some link plays.
Yeah, it seems like he's just gonna have to attack here.
It's very polite of Jack there, just to be like, where would you like the token to be?
And we are about to protect the token. Lost World, good job here.
Seems like it. Yep.
Oh, and now there is a question that is immediately answered by the existence of Skill Drain. Would Chaos Angel protect the token from being destroyed? So could Lost World theoretically even protect the token that can't be destroyed from being destroyed?
No.
Straight up. Yeah.
if it can't be if it's not going to be
Yes.
destroyed, you can't protect it from being destroyed. Here's a trivia question.
It is. It was.
How much defense does Stovey Torby have?
I will answer
No,
this.
that's cheating. That's
Isn't
cheating.
it 2000? No,
2000?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just wondering. It's very,
I guess
it's
let's
relevant.
check.
here.
I thought it was pretty. Oh wow! It's not even there to check. Okay, so we'll find out. I thought it was around that. I can
As long
check.
as it's less than, 2400, then it. Oh no, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
I was
the
worried
Solemn
it was going to
Strike
get
for
attacked
the.
by a dinosaur. Or something
It is
from the
2000.
deck. It
Okay.
is 2000.
Okay.
Jack really does not want his opponent to get 2 dinosaurs into the graveyard, or to just pop
I mean,
off with
he
a
can
combo.
easily get 2 dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Assuming he has a Link 2 that he can make. Which
Yeah.
I guess, given how tight his extra deck must be, is not something to take for granted.
And now we flip it to Lugaris, and yeah, let's see what he wants to go for.
Nightmare Phoenix is a possibility. Pentastag is also in there.
Why not?
Pentastag has applications in this deck. It gives something piercing damage, right?
Yeah, he can give you a
Yes.
Conduct Tyranno
Yeah.
piercing damage. That is a very
Yes.
cool way of ending a game of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. Especially with Lost World, which is then guaranteed 3,500 damage already.
And there he comes back once again, the Tyranno. And that's the plan, I guess. Yeah. Tyranno plus Lost Word.
Just waiting there.
Because
I like it.
to be fair, if you're Jack, wouldn't you then save the Solemn Strike for the Tyranno summon? And just allow it to resolve whatever effect was there from deck? Because, like, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, normally letting your opponent summon a monster from deck is quite scary, but under Skill Drain,
Yeah,
you might...
that's why it's like
you might
no
be
skill
right.
drain.
Yeah. Maybe he was worried there was going to be a Dogoran come out, just... you can summon that,
Fair
right?
enough. But I mean, the good thing is that the Heavenly Prison resolves, and it's all an effect that triggers and from the end. So basically, even under Skill Drain, you get anything from deck, and it might just be it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you can link away the token, right?
That one, yeah, I guess.
Trying to get the
That
Ice
one-
Dragon's Prison again for the target.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the best because there are no more dinosaurs, but
They're all extinct.
I guess so. We need one more to go, and that's the one I want to see.
Alright, so we are actually going for the Ice Dragon's Prison. It seems like Jack does not really have an answer for the Tyranno just yet.
Yeah, I mean, now Alexander is just asking whether the effect, is an in-field effect, and obviously it's not, so...
I mean, fair enough, you have the bit welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So we are seeing a great setup for Jack Vemmer, who can go for game. I think he's at least trying to do that in his next turn. I don't even know if he had a draw phase yet. Is this still the end phase? I would think so, right?
Yes, it is the end phase.
So preparing for a big push with all of those gigantic monsters he has on the field. Just getting rid of that token shortly so you can use the big welcome bounce effect if you have one. I think he started with 2 and he only used one of the effects, right?
I think he already banished. Do you think he has a second copy in the graveyard? I don't think so, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so just has to
But-
figure out a way
yeah.
of
Yeah, no, I think
getting
he's
it
just
into
going to
the
use it
grave.
next
He's
turn.
just going to activate
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there is another copy. Yep. So instead he's gonna play safely, I guess, with the Stovey back. He can bring that and then set the welcome. Yeah, he only has one copy of that. So, I mean, worst case scenario, even if you don't win here, you can just use the big welcome next turn and they don't have any more dinosaurs, I guess.
Yeah. So we are going for the welcome here.
He sets it back, and then for next turn, that will be there.
I mean, Jack must be running reasonably low on Labyrinth monsters in his deck, but
Yeah, but you can still summon
can
from
summon.
grave. Yeah.
not with the big. Not with regular
Yeah.
welcome has
Yeah.
to summon from the deck. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess he has the useless Arianas, but sure.
So Jack is shaking his head, so it looks like he might not have found a way to win
Yeah.
the game this time. What does he have in his extra deck right here?
Because I'm pretty sure he did not realize that the card in graveyard was not a dinosaur, so he couldn't use the Ice Dragon
Yeah.
Prison.
I mean, even in like a completely commanding position, it can still be frustrating to have to just wait a turn.
For sure.
Look at this big conductor Tyranno.
It is a bit unfortunate for him that he's not running the goddess from the Underworld. The Underworld goddess, which would be a nice out to the to the conductor.
I mean, it does always give, you know, one extra turn for your opponent to draw something like Harpy's Feather Dust Draw.
Now we go for a Link 3. Okay. With a Unicorn. Why not? Okay.
Sure. Now we have a unicorn.
Not gonna use the effect, seems like, but
I mean, unicorn is a fiend. So
It
can
is.
you go for some Ice Dragon's prison shenanigans on the chain? I don't think so, right?
how?
Or Unicorn chaining one Ice Dragon.
To banish it. Yeah, I guess so.
But apparently there is no fiend on Alexandre's side. So he could have done that before, right?
No, because Ice Dragon special summons in defense, right? So
Well, you can't target
you-
the Nightmare
yeah.
Unicorn.
no. What I mean
No.
is you cannot get back the Phoenix, right?
No, you can leave the Phoenix on the field,
Yeah.
special summon the Scrap Chimera, because you
Yeah.
can just banish monsters from your field, from both
Doesn't it-
players' fields
Doesn't
with
it
the
have to
same
be
type.
the same type that
No.
you summon?
It has to be just the same type, right?
That you
I
summon.
just read the cards.
That you summon.
Oh, then you can banish one monster from both players' fields that have the same type as each other. So you just use Unicorn and chain the Ice Dragon's prison.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to be of the same that you summon. Yeah, that could have been a good play. But that was enough steal, regardless of this anticlimactic ending. It is